Today I'm going to show you how to get a turkey ready to go into the oven. So we'll take it out of the refrigerator and wash it, and then we'll put this seasoning on it. We'll make up a rub for it, and then we'll spread the rub on the turkey, and then it'll be ready for going in the oven the next day. So get a small bowl, and we want to put almost a half a cup of salt in it, and we want to put and about a quarter of a cup of curry, and about a tablespoon or two of garlic powder, and just mix that up. So your turkey should have been thawing in the refrigerator like 1 day for every 5 pounds. So this is about a 20-pound turkey. It's been thawing for 4 days, and so it should be almost completely thawed when you start to work with it. So it'll be in a net bag like this, and then in a plastic cover over the turkey. The plastic cover has the instructions on how to cook the turkey, so don't just cut this up and throw it away. Go ahead and look at the instructions so you can see how long you need to cook the turkey. And it has instructions for thawing as well, so when you buy the turkey you'll know what to do with it. To open the turkey, just take a sharp knife and cut the net bag away from the top here. Just peel that off, throw it away. And then the plastic will be gathered up in a clasp here. Just cut that away. You may need to cut up the side of the bag to open it up. Just be careful with the blood in the bag. Just dump it out in the sink. And then you can throw the bag away if you have the instructions already. You don't need the bag anymore. There's a plastic retainer on the feet here. You need to take that loose, get the feet out of that, just kind of pull that out. And there may be a little bit of ice still in the cavity here, so I just like to run some warm water in it. Open it up and just let the warm water fill up the cavity. And also in this cavity, lots of times will be the neck of the turkey. So this is the neck. Just take that out and we'll roast that. It'll taste great. Go ahead and put your hand in all the way in the body cavity and get out any ice. See, there's still a little bit of ice in it. Once you've got the cavity totally cleaned out, then you can just dump the water out of it. Now on the other end, the neck cavity, you need to pull the skin up that's been flapped over from when it was butchered. So this is all the neck skin that covers a cavity there. And it also has ice, as you can see. There's ice on there still. So this has been thawing for 4 days, but there'll still be a little bit of ice. Don't worry about that. It's really close to being thawed, and it's going to sit overnight after we put the salt on it. So it's still got another night of thawing. Inside the neck cavity is the giblets, usually in a paper bag like this. So just take those out. If you like those, then you can just cook them however you want. If not, you can just throw them in the trash. Sometimes I'll save the liver and make liver pate or something, but generally I just get rid of them. Some people use them for giblet gravy as well, so feel free to use those if you want to. And with the neck the same way, I like to put some water in there to get the ice loose. Put your fingers all down in there and make sure that you got everything. You don't want to leave a paper package or any of the giblets in there. So the water's just running all the way through. I don't really care to have all of this skin cooked with my turkey, so I'm just going to cut it off right at the base of the neck with the knife. So just cut the skin right here. I'll just throw this piece away. This is all the skin that was on the neck. So now you just have the turkey. There's no No giblets and no neck in here, just the turkey. And so now we want to put the rub on it. First we'll dry it a little bit with some paper towels. Turn the turkey breast side down and put the rub on the back first, and that way you don't need to turn it over again. You just put it on the back and then you put it on the breast, and you won't be turning it over and have the seasoning falling off of the breast, which is the most important part. So I generally do this in the sink. I get the bowl of rub and just apply it in the sink, and that way when the rub spills off of it, it's not a problem. You can just rinse it down the drain. So as I mentioned earlier, we want to do the breast side down. So the side with the legs sticking up and all that, this is the breast of the turkey. This is the back, the side where you can see the wings are next to it. This is the back of the turkey. So I'm going to do the back first, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. So I have my bowl of rub here. I'll just sprinkle a little bit on all around. Keep track of how much you're using because you'll need this much on the other side as well. And I'll just kind of pat this in. I like to get it in the wings, get it in underneath the wings. And this rub is going to do two things. The salt in it is going to season the turkey. So it's going to sit in this salt overnight, and that's going to it's going to be like a brine almost. So I've got it all over the back, I've got it under the wings. Now I'm going to turn the whole turkey over. Let me get this tip here. Turn the turkey over and do the same thing on the breast side. And don't worry about putting too much. You can't put too much. It'll cook off into the drip pan. So don't worry about putting too much salt, because the salt is going to season the meat. It's going to be really good. So the salt is seasoning, but the curry powder and the garlic powder are going to give it some flavor and really make the house smell wonderful when you're cooking this turkey with the curry smell. Make sure you get all over the leg, the dark meat here. Do each side like this. Just everywhere you see skin, cover it with salt and curry powder. The rub all over this. And don't worry too much if it doesn't stick. As long as you get some on there, it's going to work, and it'll taste delicious. Okay, so now we've got it covered, and we still have a little bit of seasoning left. So I get some in my hand and just put it in the cavity and just rub it all around inside the cavity, especially on the top of the cavity, because that'll be the back of the breast meat. The bottom's not quite so important because that's just back meat. You probably won't eat that. When you feel like it's completely covered, then you can put it in your roasting pan and cover it with saran wrap, or you can just wrap it in saran wrap and put it back in the fridge. And it'll sit in the fridge overnight. And then in the morning when you're ready to roast it, you could just put it right in the oven. If you've got it in your roasting pan already, you just take off the saran wrap, put a foil tint over the breast, and then just slide it right into the oven. So according to the bag, my turkey is 14 pounds. That's on this mesh bag. You'll see that weight. And then on the inner bag, there's a chart on the inner bag, and a 14-pound turkey needs to cook 3 to 3 3/4 hours. So I'll probably cook this turkey for almost 4 hours at 325 degrees. And I don't recommend stuffing it. If you want to make dressing or stuffing, make that on the side. Don't put it in the turkey. That'll ruin your turkey. So before you bake the turkey, you want to put the legs back in the little plastic retention rings. And I'm wrapping mine up with the neck right here. This is the neck just laying inside this. I'm going to wrap it up. When I bake it, I'll take the neck out and put it beside the turkey. Get a nice long piece of plastic to wrap around it. It's bigger than you think. Now it's wrapped up. I'll just put it on a plate. And it's easy to clean up your mess. Just rinse the rest of the rub down the sink. I'm going to put the bag that the turkey came in from the store just back over it just to protect it in the refrigerator. Keep it covered a little bit better. And then I'll put it in the fridge. So the turkey will sit in the fridge overnight, and the salt will do its magic on the turkey skin. And then in the morning we'll take it out and we'll put it in the oven.